Quite. Quite. Quit it myself. Sorry, guys. I don't smoke, but this is actually not. This is not a real pipe. This is a prop. A while back, a friend of mine was doing he was doing a quick show. He wanted a guy that kind of like someone famous. Okay, like a famous person that smokes. Now, this is actually a fake. This is actually a. This is actually a prop pipe. Looks real. The thing is, this actually is not real. This is actually a prop pipe. You can buy these at a prop. I mean, actually, part of this pipe actually is real. I mean, this right here is okay. Now, don't try to be. This part here is all real from original pipe. Rest is all fake. You can't. If you try smoking with this thing will melt. This is not a real pipe. You cannot really smoke with this. From here down is real, but rest is from here up here is all fake. I don't smoke. I never have smoked. I mean, there's some writers that just use these, like Stephen King and some other writers I know of. Use this for writing. I mean, I write. Once in a while, I'll put this in my mouth. And write. But don't worry, guys. I don't smoke. This is a Q&A, guys. So, yeah. For WLKM3 reverse. Actually, the footage I actually get from this is from actually Syracuse, not 3 Rivers. But I just look at my national broadcast system would have been WLKM 95.5 FM. Actually, if you go online right now, type in Mercy broadcast station online. Type in your city. I'll tell you what station to go to. We actually have 2 of them here in 3 Rivers. We have WRCI, which is 97.1. And something in like 15 or 1600 AM, like between 15 through 1700 AM on your radio, or the LK 95.5 FM. The station just actually $3. I mean, a couple bucks that way. So yeah, that's good to know. I mean, these are not real; these are fake. But it's pretty cool seeing these old tornado warnings from the 80s and 90s. How they look now, how they look back then to now. It's pretty cool, though. I mean, it's a Q&A, guys, so what do you want to say? So, yeah, guys. That's his weird name for a county. Ozaki.
Conditions are favorable for the formation of a tornado.
These are old, guys. These are fake. These are really old. Unlike some of these people who like these old tornado warnings and stuff, because they're weird looking, okay? I mean, some of these I watch are pretty cool looking. Like, they have one here that says, contact your deaf relative. It's weird how some of these look like from the 80s. I mean, because some of these used to be, all of them look totally different from the one back in our day. Like, for now, back in the 90s, you have these, they do radar and stuff. Back in the 80s, they didn't do that. I mean, back in the 80s, radar technology just came out like nothing else did. Polk in Madison County, or state that's in. Cyclone warning. Now that's different. Australia, instead of a buzzer like we use in the U.S., they use a weird, they do use like a siren, which is scary.
Moving in the southwest of the ocean around 50 kilometers an hour. Now, at this rate, she's expected to cross the coast between Tawakan and Cape Lawton sometime after midnight, with winds expected around 150 kilometers an hour.
That's like 60 miles, I think, 150 kilometers. That's like what, 150 kilometers? So that's like, I don't know, like 80 miles an hour. I'm not really sure. I don't know kilometers that well, but that's a little dangerous. I mean, I live here in Mercer. I mean, where I live in Michigan, we don't get cyclones, we don't get typhoons or hurricanes. I mean, I live in Michigan. Okay, in Michigan we get everything but the following things. I live in Michigan, so we don't get volcanoes and we don't get hurricanes here in Michigan. Hurricanes, typhoons. Hurricanes, typhoons. Okay, hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones. Okay, are pretty much okay, hurricanes, typhoons. We don't get those here in Michigan. We live too far away to get them. It's kind of weird though. A hurricane is it's weird though. Okay, hurricane is the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, and typhoon is the Pacific Ocean. It's kind of weird though, because when I was in school, it's pretty funny though. Okay, if you can think, we call it hurricanes here on the East Coast. They call them hurricanes. On the West Coast, they call them typhoons. And pretty much the same thing. It's a hurricane. It's a different ocean. And that was pretty weird. A cyclone, I'm not really sure a cyclone actually is. I think it's the same thing. I'm not really sure. Don't yell at me if I'm wrong, but a typhoon and a hurricane is the same thing. It's just we call them hurricanes. Okay, in the U.S. on the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico, we call them hurricanes. On their side, or like California, Oregon, Alaska, we call them typhoons. Anyone seen that? Think that's weird? Yeah, it's just weird. But here in Michigan, we don't get that sort of thing here. Here we get everything but typhoons and hurricanes. We don't get them here in Michigan. We do get tropical storms here once in a great while, but not really. I mean, in Michigan, we get blizzards. We get tornadoes. We actually get quite a few tornadoes every year here in Michigan. And the thing is, though, there's actually 3 zones in the Lower Peninsula that get tornadoes. You're more likely to see a tornado in Michigan than seeing a volcano. Every year, the biggest record of tornadoes ever happening was back in, I can't believe it's almost been 20 years since it actually happened. And no records of it still exist. It's just weird. About 20 years ago, this is about a month after 9/11, October 24th, 2001. I forget what time it was. I was in a tornado. If you go online and look up the Michigan tornado 2001, I was actually in that tornado. They started in Indiana, went all the way up to Cass County into St. Joseph County, Michigan. And Cass County, it went through I forget which one I was in. But at the time I was on the county line of Berrien and Cass County, Michigan, which that's kind of tricky to explain how that actually happened, but it was weird. Have I actually officially seen a tornado before in my life? Only on TV. Have I ever been in actually one? I've been in a few of them. I may have been in one. I've actually been in 2 tornadoes actually. The Michigan tornado, then another tornado. And you gotta think at school back in kindergarten to now, I know how to deal with a tornado. Now I have 2 weather radios behind me that you can't really see, but we know how to deal with it. But it's a Q&A, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's do the Q&A. Today was goofy today. Today I was a little off, but besides that, good. I always like how these older ones look different from the ones we have today. And people are looking at me funny. 6:42. That'd be 7. That's in Valparaiso. Valpo's about 100. Wait, Valpo is in Valpo, Indiana. That's about 100 miles from here. They still do it today. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'll be back on at 7.